Hello there, welcome back. This is Chand from studyeasy.org, and in this particular video we will try to understand how we can update a record in the database using Hibernate. Now for example, if I quickly navigate and try to open Workbench once again, let me connect to the database using the local instance and let me show you the information which is there in our database. Here we have like plenty of records, and out of which we also have a record with the username Chand, right? So if we want to update the username from Chand to maybe Chand Sheikh or admin@studyeasy.org maybe, in that case how we can achieve that target using Hibernate. So this is something which we're gonna do in this video. Let me minimize this Workbench. Alright, so in here in our last video we have checked how we can retrieve information from the database, and this is the code which was used in our last video. Now updating the record in the database using Hibernate is pretty simple in fact, and let me show you how we can achieve it. Now in order to update a record in the database, there are a couple of steps involved. The first step is creating an object of entity class type. So this is the first step which is already done. Then we need to retrieve the record from the database, and we would be storing the information in the object of the entity class. Now finally we can update the information in the entity class object directly. Now how we would be updating the information? All the update related query would be generated by Hibernate in the background, and we need not to worry about the update operation at all, and that is something amazing. Now the next logical question would be how to update this object user, right? Now this user object is object of an entity class, right? Let me check the entity class real quick. So if we check this entity class, if you guys remember, we have already added the getter and setter method, and we can make use of setter method in order to update information. So let me show you. In here, first of all, let me add a line of comment in here. We will simply type in user dot maybe set username, right? And we will set the username to maybe admin@studyeasy.org. So this would be our username, right? And the user ID is 8. Let me also show you the current value which is there in the database, which is username Chand. So we would be updating this information from Chand to admin@studyeasy.org. Alright, so let me minimize this. Alright, so in here let me real quick run this code. I will right click, run as Java application, and let me also open the console. Here we go. So we can easily see that the update query has been also fired by Hibernate, which is amazing. And if we check the value which we have received, we can easily see that the username which is received is admin@studyeasy.org. We can also verify this if we open Workbench, and if we execute the query once again, we can easily see that the username has been updated, which is fantastic, right? So this is how we can update information with an ease, and this is nothing to do with Spring. We are simply checking Hibernate, and later down the line we will see how to like merge Hibernate with Spring framework, which is something which we're gonna see in the forthcoming videos. Alright, so this is amazing, and this is how we can update information. Always remember this, that when it comes to Hibernate, we perform operation on the objects itself, and Hibernate do all the background processing or generation of the query things. So Hibernate does plenty of things in the background, and this is in fact the power of ORM, object to relational mapping, and this is something which Hibernate do in the background. I suppose I have made myself clear. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.